Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm going to be decorating the cart today with some little frilly things, some bows and banners and Old Glory, of course. I went ahead and made my own pole holder because I couldn't find one online for a reasonable price, and they're very easy to make if you have the right tools. And even if you don't, you can just kind of, claw it out if you want. Stick around, you'll see how much fun I had with this one. And the main effort right here, yep, there is a holder for my pole. I got a pole holder for my flag. A flag holder. I got a flag holder. Check it out. I got a unique problem. Probably not all that unique. So I got one of these fancy American flags on a pole, and I'm gonna be in a parade in a few days for 4th of July, and I wanted to mount this thing to my golf cart, but I'm having some difficulty here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here on the back of the cart, you got this little handrail here. It's got some mounting points maybe for some different things, and the flag came with this chunky white little holder thing with a 90-degree and a 45-degree little pole holders, which I'm sure would be great for a house or a post or anything structural that's just gonna sit there. But I'm moving around and I'm gonna need a little bit more support. No matter what I was thinking here, was trying to mount this thing with zip strips or even screw into the aluminum, which I really didn't want to do. I just can't really seem to find a place to mount this thing up here somewhere. And I had considered coming down here to where I've got my hitch step and mounting or gluing or even screwing this thing into this plate, because it's pretty robust. I could thread something into there, but I also don't want to make it like a totally permanent thing. And I know in a lot of pickup trucks and cars, minivans, Teslas, I'm not sure, can you do it on a Tesla? They'll use the hitch to mount a pole out of it to put their flags into, and some of them have like 2 or 3 different flag holders, so you can, fly, different flags going in different directions, which is pretty cool. And they do make those things, and you have to pay for them. I can do this on my own, I think. So rather than having my handy dandy little step right here, which is working out quite well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this thing out. I've got some tube steel right here that I'm gonna go ahead and cut and use a piece of this. And then I was thinking, I've got a few different pieces of some round here. I got a bunch of pieces of scrap in here I might be able to use. I'm pretty sure that I can cobble something together to fit in that hitch and put a pipe out that doesn't break my bank or really cost me any money. It's just scrap that I've got sitting here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and pull the pin on this, take this guy out. This is a really cool step, by the way. I'm gonna take my steel here, go ahead and insert it in just to see about how far I need to go in to make sure that I can make a hole right here. And then how far does it need to stick out, do you think? What pole am I gonna use? Let's find a pole. And here's some, I think this is hot rolled. Just some scrap I picked up from the metal warehouse. That should be good. I don't think it needs to really be but a few inches just to hold the pole. Eyeball it right about there. Give me some room for some cut off. We'll just cut it off right about there, looks good. And we'll grab one of these fancy little silver pencils. Did we put this thing where is this thing supposed to go? Maybe we should just measure it on the side. Plenty enough room for a hole and extend it out a little bit. Let's go about right there. That should be good. My measurements are very precise. Now the fun part. Breaking out the fun toys. Hot little welder. Nice little plasma torch. Can't do anything without a plasma torch. Well, I mean, you can. You totally can. This is just me wanting to play with a toy, I think. Boys and their toys. We like our toys. All right, now I'm gonna bring my piece over here. Yeah, that should be, ooh, that's hot. That should be plenty long. That should work just fine. I'm gonna need to drill some holes though. So, let's see, we want it to go in about yay far. Let's put it in about yay far. Maybe a little bit more. That's okay. Grab us our fancy silver pencils again and come up under here in the dark and draw us a circle here. And come over here to the other side and draw a circle right about here. Let's hope I can get those to line up. Something that's sometimes fun to do is if you can find the center of it, just by making like a little crissy-cross. Sometimes just it helps to line things up. Oh, that is off. Yeah, there we go. See, sometimes the target isn't to help you hit the center of as much as it is to just find the center. I should probably measure that. Oh well. And now to find my drill press. Oh my goodness. Yeah, who organized this garage? I am pretty sure this is the opposite of a clean, safe working environment. But I got one of these step drill bits here. This should work pretty well, I hope. And if memory serves, which it usually does not, it's on this specific bit, it's the next to last ring that I'm wanting to go to. Give myself a little squirts of some double D, and away we go. Entirely possible though that this bit's just wore out. I don't even know how many times I use this thing. Always have some spares. Great thing to just have a few extras of laying around. This one should be new. We'll still lube it like we like her. All right, let's check it with a pen, see if that's see if that's enough or if we need a little bit more. Just stick it in the hole. Oh, nope, gotta go a little bit bigger. Ooh, smoking. Okay, so apparently these step drill bits from Harbor Freight, I don't think they're meant to go through this thick of mild steel like what I'm trying to push it through. So I'm gonna go on to bad idea number 2, the plasma cutter. Let's see if I can freehand a circle with a plasma cutter. This is gonna end horribly. Now I am sure there are templates that I could use that would be in a circle. It would have the offset of the tip and the guard here, and I could just spin it on around there and make a nice pretty circle, but I don't have one of those and I just want to freehand it, I guess. It's a swell idea with the best of intentions. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, this is gonna hurt my eyes. Sunglasses. I bet you I have glasses or something. Ah, here we go. Some kind of laser glasses, I think. These should be fine. Oh, it's green. I can almost kind of see this. Well, it's a hole. Oh, sugar honey iced tea, that is a big hole. It should be fine. Try a pin in here. Oh yeah, that pin, that definitely fits. Honestly, I think once it gets in the hitch, it may not rattle around that much. Let's test this out. And just so you can see just how horribly wrong my first attempt went. Yeah, the freehanding a circle, not my strong point. Second side, I'd say I did a little bit better. Sort of. It's a hole. What do you expect? So let's see just how bad this is. Go ahead and put that in. Upside down. You know, I gotta admit, that's not even really wiggly or loose at all. And then you go throw a little pin in there. And yeah. Not too bad from my work. Let's go ahead and, what's next? Oh, we get to try and cut a little circle in here. Let's see if we can, let's get the round tube, see what we can do with this. Okay, so I don't think I need very much of this round tube. Just enough to, I think I put a mark on this one. Yeah, just enough to hold a pole and have something to weld it to at an angle. We'll figure this out. Let's just cut it off right about there. Again, not too bad for my work. For my efforts. This is low effort, by the way. So now I'm gonna try and figure out, let's see here, that's gonna go on the bottom. Maybe just cut like a little half circle in there. I could probably just use this clean cut end, make a little arch, and then try to follow the arch with a plasma torch, just to make a little swoop in there. Something that I can just kind of insert this into, so it kind of has something to grab onto, and then just put a little bead on top and bottom. Oh, that's hot. Put a little bead on top and bottom. This isn't structural. We're not trying to do anything crazy here. If it holds a flagpole up for a couple hours and at most 20-mile-an-hour winds, what do I expect? So I'm just gonna take my pencil here, double check that I am cutting on the top. Let's go with about a half moon-ish swoopy here and here. This isn't straight either. This isn't centered. Well, it's all measurements are approximate. I'm pretty sure I had safety glasses around here somewhere. Okay, so this is gonna go right about in here. Oh, that'd be perfect. I'm sure I could measure a 45 on that. tack that in real quick. Just put some beads across there. Yeah, let me clean that up. Just, this one side is just a little wonky. And again, just trying to be honest here, yeah, my cuts are always approximate. It's like I drew a line and just didn't even follow it and made a much better cut than the original line. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit, then just tack a few welds. It'll be fine. Oh man. Do not look at a plasma torch. Oh, it hurts. I can't see. How am I supposed to do this? There we go, that's better. Go ahead and switch back over to the welder. We are definitely protecting your eyes with this one and making sure that it's on weld, not grind. I think I still had some sunscreen on from yesterday. Ooh, we could probably measure this. I bet you I could measure this 45, or at least somewhat approximate it. That looks pretty good right there. All right, now let's see how crooked we are. See if we can straighten her out a little bit. Ooh, crooked as Forrest Gump. Yeah, it's pretty straight. Yeah, this guy with the crooked eye. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, crap. Apparently my tack wasn't tacky enough. All right, let's try this again. Now I think I'm crooked the other way. There we go, bend it while it's hot. Drop it while it's hot. However that goes. All right, that should be pretty good. I am gonna triple check it though. Just to make sure that, ooh, watch out, Mr. Table. Don't wanna get WD-40 on my glory. Ooh, I am glad I test fit this, because that is going to drag the ground at that angle. So we need to put this thing up a bit. Yeah, let's go with something more like that. That looks good. Let's see if I can just get my supplies over here. This is safe. I'm sure this is safe. I'm relying on you to make sure that I'm doing this straight and not getting it all crooked. So, you know, keep an eye on this thing. Zoom in if you need to. All right, how's that looking? Is that looking pretty good? I think that looks pretty good. Good angle, good hang. Oh, ain't she purty? Let's get this thing more permanently attached. Test fit, boys, test fit. You wanna make sure that it fits in there real good. And anyway, back to the business at hand. Whew, it's getting a little smoky in here. I need to open the door. It's getting hot too. Well, just got back from a test run and it wasn't exactly as expected. Rather than having my flag come out here and flap in the breeze and scream freedom down my roads, what I basically got was either this right here or it actually pulled in closer to the cart. The weird thing about the aerodynamics of the cart, that windshield right there, as the wind hits it, it actually creates a negative pressure little column right here and kind of pulls the air towards the windshield. It is what it is. Nothing hit the ground, everything held tight. My welds held secure, and this thing is oddly rock solid, especially since I kind of chewed up the cuts in here, but you know, hey, whatever, it works, it holds. I'm gonna go ahead and get some black paint on this, something Rust-Oleum, rust protection, something or other. I'll go ahead and keep the flag as it is. And I went down to Lowe's, picked up a couple of these flag garlands. It says they're 72 inches wide. I'm pretty sure that roof is 80 inches. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these things zippy stripped to the top of the cart and see if we can just scream a little bit more freedom as we're going down the road. Let's see here. Yep, that should be plenty long enough. Zippy strippy one here to the front and this one to the rear. Oh yeah, that should look nice right there. Hopefully it doesn't smack me in the face. I was wondering if that might be hanging a little bit too low. I guess I could always tag it up just a little bit more right here in the middle. There we go, that looks better. And my apologies if you can hear the neighbor who just fired up his weed eater. Great timing. I might have a few extra wires up here to contend with that you may or may not. But if you haven't seen the video on how to do a dash camera for your golf cart, shameless plug here for my own video. It's a great idea. I've already caught a few kind of funny things as I was out there. Not sure it's fail army worthy, but still interesting enough to me. Maybe it'll make it into a video in the future. I totally should have given myself a little bit more room to work here. Who's in charge of this studio anyway? And I went ahead and pushed this around to the very back bar just to help pull it a little bit tighter. And then it should actually help it hold up just a little bit better too. That way it's not flopping down in the back. Tag it up again in the middle. That way it's not flapping and smacking somebody in the face up here. And for now, I'm just gonna rotate around these zippy strips so I can see them real well, because it's gonna have to come down here eventually anyway. But there we go. All nice and purty. And away we go, all ready for the parade. Yay! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 bumpy, bumpy. Oh, crazy driver. Okay, it's now the next day. Sorry for the clothing change. Don't mean to throw you off. Went ahead and ran this through my special paint shop. And I, of course, used the Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer paint on this, like I do pretty much everything. Looks nice and fancy, yeah. Let's go ahead and shove this thing in here. and see how it looks. One other little change that I had to do is to the pole. So as I was doing my little drive arounds and everything, I noticed that my pole was not working out very well for me at all. So I found this extendable broom handle. Yeah, I guess it's a broom handle. And I decided to throw the flag on it to give it a try, and it's able to lift up the flag high enough to where it now catches the wind off the top of the cart. So that's pretty cool. The other cool thing about it is now it's able to go way down low or with a simple twist. But we can now extend Old Glory up over 6 feet tall. Well over 6 feet tall. And it's just enough to pull it right above the roof so that some of the wind that comes off of the top catches the flag and makes Old Glory fly, which is what we were going for. Yeah. Okay guys, so hope you enjoyed this little video I put together for you. It's pretty simple and basic. It's nothing too complicated, so I'll try not to make this video last too long for you. Make sure everybody stays safe on the 4th of July. Don't blow off any fingers, and I plan on not doing the same, so I will catch you next time. I wonder if this would work for fishing poles too. You know, I bet that I could build one of these things to have 3 flag holders if I wanted, or fishing pole holders.